Yo, what is going on, guys? Today I've got you a new Infinite Warfare video back in the channel. Now today, guys, you might be wondering if you watched yesterday's video, the top 5 easiest ways to get yourself a Juggernaut medal, which is a 30 kill streak. Why are you uploading the same gameplay? Well, first of all, I didn't realise that this gameplay in the background, a 70-1 domination terminal gameplay on Infinite Warfare, is actually the world's highest KD ratio gameplay as of now within Infinite Warfare. I've done my research, searched around for hours upon hours on not just YouTube, right, but like other websites as well. You wouldn't even believe the amount of digging I've done, and I haven't found anything more than a 70 kill death ratio, which could either be 140-2 or 70-1 like I get in this gameplay in the background. I chuck a double Juggernaut medal, and if you guys have already seen the first half of this gameplay, because I showcased up until the Juggernaut medal in yesterday's video, or the top 5 easiest ways to get a Juggernaut medal, I will put a time on screen right now where you can fast forward to and watch the second half, because this is hella long, this gameplay. This is really long. I don't know why there is no time limit in domination whatsoever, but this game, it literally, non-leafy meme intended, it literally went on for about 15 minutes. I'm not even kidding. I looked back at my Elgato recording. It's a 2 GB file from what I actually, rendered the recording as, I guess, where I rewound the footage and then I clicked record and then clicked record again when it had gone to the actual end of where I wanted it to finish. It was a 15-minute, 16-minute even long gameplay, so I broke it down. I won't show the round transition because I'm guessing you guys don't even want to see that anyways. You just want to see the score at the end of each round, which is like 32 kills at the end of the first round, and then at the end of the second round I'm on 70-1 when the game actually ends, which is insane for domination. I don't know how there isn't any form of actual time limit in domination, because there's no overtime, yet this game lasted 15 minutes. I don't think that should be happening. It only happened in like Black Ops 3 in game modes like Capture the Flag or Uplink, or for example the exact same thing would happen in Advanced Warfare, but on a more lengthy scale because of the skill-based matchmaking. So game modes would last even more as people could control the kind of objective limits. Say for a fact in this game, I think everything was done right in terms of the amount of flag capture points that each team had. It's always kind of fluctuating between the same number, but yet again I wasn't playing in a 6-man party. I was literally only going to play Terminal to upload some Terminal gameplay. I was playing with my brother and another YouTuber called The Gaming Revolution. I'll put his link in the video description down below because he's a good YouTuber as well as a friend to me, so why not slap him down there? It won't juice him because he's at 150k, but it's always nice to include him in the video description if he's in the gameplay. But what I want to talk about with you guys today is how to get extremely high KDs in Infinite Warfare. Now, by all means, I wouldn't class myself as a pub stomper. A lot of you guys might know me. If you're real OGs, I might bring the OG machine back this year from Call of Duty Ghosts, where you got these insane gameplays, and that's how it was recognised in the community that we're specified in this kind of smaller version of the Call of Duty community, where like there's content creators and stuff and people just watch our videos, I guess. But anyways, that's a story for a whole nother day. I may be actually going for a lot of gameplays within this game, because if this is the world's highest KD, I like, how could I have got that? I class myself as like a pretty average, well, I'd say slightly above average player and a slightly average person overall, so I wouldn't really expect myself to get the world record of something. Obviously it's only the beta, but this was my second game on the new terminal, and bear in mind I thought it played a lot different to the normal terminal, and I just can't believe that I actually managed to pull off this world record gameplay out of all the amazing pub stompers and what they did in Black Ops 3 improved with a similar movement system. So now that's out of the way, I'm going to be breaking down everything I possibly can on how I went about and set out to go for this gameplay, which wasn't really the case until the second round. First of all, I only wanted a Juggernaut medal. Why? Because on my very first game on Terminal, I died 1-off to a stupid teammate who couldn't land at least 2 shots on an enemy when he literally saw him seconds before he even turned around and shot him with his rig weapon or whatever it is. It's the 2 machine guns in the robot's hands, and it's really annoying that I died to that, so I was pretty salty. So I wanted to get a good gameplay for you guys on the channel, and obviously to post up on Carnage Clan, because I don't know, I want to get back into that gameplay grind. I know I can do it, but yet again I know I'm not the world's best, which is really a shock for this point on in the beta, the second weekend, for me to have something like this world record, the world's highest KD in Infinite Warfare, which isn't even over 100 yet, which is really surprising to me. But we're going off track. Anyways, the attitude and mental kind of preparation I went through to get this gameplay, first of all, was running high streaks. As you guys know in this game, or maybe don't know, or possibly don't know at all, streaks are weak as piss. They do fuck all in this game whatsoever. If you're in a good party even, and you know how to spawn trap, half the time your bombardment, like I've just got there in the gameplay in the background, will not do anything because there's so much kind of like barriers and stuff for the bombardments to hit, and they don't have a big blast radius. The same with the Scorchers, and overall I don't think anything really works well unless you do it yourself in this game. Like anything in terms of a gunfight, if you do it yourself, then you're going to outgun the enemy. Like I shouldn't have relied on the guy to outgun the guy in the first terminal game I had to get the Juggernaut medal. I should have outgunned him and prepared myself in that way, but yet again I prefer controlling my own score streaks. That means, I mean that was a bad analogy, but I prefer controlling my own score streaks, and I use the RC8, and that was mainly what was getting me a lot of the kill score streaks wise. But also UAV is just, it's kind of a definite use on this game. I know a lot of people when they'll be ranking up will use Ghost because you don't even have to move in order to stay off the radar. We're kind of backtracking with Call of Duty a little bit, but yet again UAV is kind of essential because if you're not used to the maps and stuff like that, or generally just the movement system and how it plays out on maps you might have already played, say for a fact Terminal in the gameplay in the background. Yes, we all played it in Modern Warfare 2 I'm guessing, and all loved it in Modern Warfare 3 as well. Well, I'm guessing you guys did. If you got spawn trapped, then sorry for the bad experience, but I'm guessing all of the people who played Terminal loved it. It's such an iconic map, and that's the reason it's brought back in Infinite Warfare's beta even before the game is fully released. So if you don't know how the movement system's going to play out on kind of an OG map or an original map that they've brought back, you may need that UAV. And what I think they've done wrong with Call of Duty is added Ghost so that they don't even need to move to be off the radar. They did that in Black Ops 3 where you had to move, and now we've gone backtracked and we have the same movement system in Black Ops 3 as Infinite Warfare's beta and Infinite Warfare. Yet again, we don't need to use it in order to stay off the radar with a specific overpowered perk anyways, by all means, even if we had to move, which is a really annoying factor. So UAV is definitely something you want to be running because half the time, if you've got a variant where you can get a deatomizer strike, say for a fact I do in the gameplay in the background, you may as well run the UAV for reliability of keeping on a good gun streak instead of letting your streaks get all the kills, because half the time you're guaranteed at least more kills than most score streaks with that deatomizer bomb or strike or whatever you want to call it, and that only gets you like a 5 kill total or a 6 kill total half the time anyways, because some people don't even freaking spawn in, they just watch the kill cam so they don't get killed by a radiation nuclear bomb or whatever, and don't get shamed in the lobby on the kill feed. In terms of perks, what I'd recommend you guys using is to complement everything possible to do with the radar, because think about it, a lot of people don't know the maps as well as they think they do in the beta because they just like running around and getting kills. A lot of people play different in the beta because they know their stats don't count to what they actually do in the game, so beware of how people are actually going to be playing from the beta in contrast to the actual game. And to complement this with the UAV, you need Recon. Recon is a very good perk. It pings around you when you get a kill, so you can be aware if any more enemies are there. That rhymed, I should be a rapper. But anyways, we're going off topic again. What we want to be using as well as aiding the radar is aiding our ADS, aiming down sights, everything to do with that. And what I mean by that is using dexterity as another perk in the perk 1 tier. I definitely feel like the perk 1 tier is one of the dominant perk tiers this year because of the fact we have Recon. I know we don't have Scavenger, but we can't use that yet, and I mean the level cap's been increased right now, so yeah, we may be able to. You can get to level 35 at this point of me recording in Infinite Warfare's beta weekend, the second one that is, but I don't think a lot of people will have that. But yet again, you get these perks in the perk 1 tier fairly quickly, and I definitely recommend them because, I mean, if you can aim down sights quicker and get your first shots quicker, perfect, because the time to kill in this game is very inconsistent, and if you know where enemies are more often by getting kills and it pings a radar around you like there, as you saw with the claw, perfect. I wouldn't have known he was sat in the corner, right? I may have died and this world record would not have been achieved. So the ADS attachments that I recommend you guys using on your weapon is a definite must-have quick draw on stock. I don't think you actually really need anything like the foregrip on an NV4, for example, because it has so little recoil at the end of the day that you're going to be getting cross-map kills anyway, and if you do get the cross-map kill and you only just outgun the enemy, then you probably got head kick and you actually probably got a headshot in the first place. So it works the best of both worlds. It's kind of like an integrated non-high caliber but a placebo effect of high caliber, because you're going to get kick and the head multiplier does more damage and you need to deal less damage, in the head when you actually shoot there. I mean, this all should be obvious, right? So the other perks I recommend using is Hardline to get your score streaks faster, and the other perk in the last tier, since there's so little colour variety within the entire game of Infinite Warfare, just like Call of Duty Ghosts, so you can tell Infinity Ward have definitely made this game because their last game was Ghosts. Like you just saw there, was that a man running towards me or a machine? Not me, but obviously it didn't look like anything that would be outstandingly observable compared to the contrast of the background or the environment of the map. The map itself is very dull, and so are the characters, because most of the characters look like spare parts from a project made for the map or something like that, and then all of the maps, if not most of them, are based around futuristic factory or machinery settings, which doesn't make deciphering between man or machine or actual enemy very, very easy. So pinpoint is definitely a must-have, and it also outlines them red, so you definitely know if you're shooting at an enemy and not just a machine on the map, and you're like, well, what the hell was I just shooting at? Like, what the hell was that? What were the aesthetics of that enemy right there? It looked like he had a peanut as a head. I really don't understand it half the time, but in Infinite Warfare, like there, it's not very easy to actually determine what's an enemy and what's not with the actual aesthetics of the game, so pinpoint is definitely a must-have, and I recommend that as one of the best perks in the Perk 3 tier. If you're getting sniped like there, you can obviously tell and actually expand upon the point, is this guy actually an enemy, because, well, you'll be able to see the flash of his scope, but half the time, since snipers are overpowered in this game, you're gonna get outgunned. We're on another 15 kill streak right now, and I've only just realised, shit, I've talked for ages. So what you want to do, the final point, is play passive aggressive. This is my favourite type of playstyle within Infinite Warfare because of the really, really inconsistent time to kill and the really fast time to kill overall, which is the inconsistent factor because it can be either fast or very, very, very fast, or you can shoot first and die. So what you want to be doing is having a playstyle of passive aggressive, taking power positions, moving up to the next power position so people can't predict where you're going to be, whether that be a head glitch, whether that be a certain kind of flank route where you can get behind the enemies and kill them all at once, whether that be just in a spot where you know you're going to get the first shot on the enemy. I mean, I know you can die from the factor of actually shooting first, which a lot of people are complaining about, but still, it's a very good thing to do, just taking all the power positions you actually can, pushing up and keep moving. The movement in this game is key. I find a lot of the time when I'm pre-aiming and just stood still, I will get killed because the hitbox is really weird as well, although I really love the hit detection. Yet again, it's just one of them things that you need to keep moving, otherwise people are going to get a feel for your playstyle and they're going to figure you out and they're going to actually track you down or figure out a route of your movements. But if you move into power positions, it's going to make their job of killing you extremely more hard when you're actually killing them and getting your streaks, killing them on top of what you already are doing to the enemy team, going balls deep. So thank you all for watching this video. I love all your faces. Slap a like on the video down below for this world record, and I'll see you guys tomorrow or the next day with the next video. Peace out.